Evening people, welcome back to the channel. So tonight, second one of the night, we've got P1RC's Gr3 Sunday League for you lot. It's round 9 tonight, live from Fuji International Speedway. It says the short course. It does only cut out the chicane at the very bottom. Let me just flick that over. So the bottom, the very bottom of the track there, you can see on screen in the central screen there. It just cuts out the little chicane at the bottom there. Makes it slightly easier to navigate this track. Just jump back to this flyer screen. So we are round live from Fuji. It's a 15-minute quali into the first of 20-minute races, and then a second race of 20 minutes reverse grid for that one. So come and stick around. Make sure you stick around for race 2. Always ends up being some really good racing in these leagues. So no fuel or tyre wear in this one. It's all out racing for 20 minutes. Let me just see, have I put the scores up? Yes, I have. So it is split into 3 different groups of varying categories. We've got Group A, Group B, Group C. Leading the way for Group A, it's only down to who's the sort of quicker out of the bunch, really. So leading Group A is Don Dotter with 249 points. Second place is Reg GT, 214. Third is Mocking Weeks, 148. Oh, that's not right. Oh, sorry, 168. Rousey and Baba on 154. And then we've in the bottom there, we've got NGR Burnt Fry in 5th with 58 points. Have I seen Burnt Fry in the lobby? I can't see him at the minute. And then in Group B, we've got P1 Big Baz. He actually got Driver of the Day last week, so he gains 2 extra points from that. Scally, evening mate. Go on, Nev. Nev's not racing in this one, brother. But you will see Nev tomorrow night racing in the minis. So P1 Big Baz leading Group B with 166 points. Gamer Dad second, 157. Real 72 in third, 140 points. P1RC Baggy fourth, 105 points. Dory in fifth, 87 points. Then in Group C, we've got Fizz Ruckus leading the way, 140 points for Fizz. Scooby second, 76 points. Stewie with 70 points in third. Valium Rage with 45 points. And P1 Skippy with 10 points. So it's actually saying, yeah, Valium Rage, he did change car halfway through the season, so he does lose points for that. It doesn't actually tell me how many points he's lost. But he's lost the points regardless. So yeah, tonight we are at Fuji Short. Next week we're at Catalunya, and then the final race in 2 weeks' time is at Bathurst. So make sure you come and check them all out. Let's get ourselves on track. So the quali's already started. So 15-minute quali into 2 20-minute races. So Rousey and Baba, currently fastest man out on track, 132.5. So he's got, in fact, let's go on board with Raul for a lap. Still haven't got a track map up for this one. So hard down this start finish straight. All the brakes just as you hit the curbs now. Trying to run it too deep on the exit of this turn. It's going to be awkward turn one at the start of this race. We're running rolling starts for this one due to Luke Doherty struggling with his wheel setup. It's not quite working how he wants. So, well, this quite. Come on, give me. I don't want that now. Too late for that one now. Go. That's what I want. So down towards Dunlop corner then. Like I say, that would be where the chicane was. It just comes back onto track just to Rowell's right there. To this awkward off-camber right-hander through the left again. Easy to get all this wrong through here. As we can see Fizz just doing in the screen in front. Again, the two wheels on that curve into the right can spin you out as well. And then this corner, me personally, I never quite know when to turn in for that one. So Rowell back on the power then, back down this start-finish straight. Let's see what he's got for this lap. Across the finish line, 33 then. 1:32.5 is the fastest, and that is Rowell. No, it's not. Apologies. Don Dotter's just gone quicker. 1:32.5 for Don in the Corvette. He was upset with this last week. He thought the update had caused him to go light and floppy, and he's still doing all right at the minute. Putting in another purple sector there for Don. Don holds the P1 position at the minute, 1:32.5. Rowell in second, 1:32.588. So 78 thousandths in between them. 700ths. Rocky Reed's in third then. He's on a 1:33.2. P1 Big Baz, 1:33.3. Gamer Dad on a 1:33.3 as well. GT at 1:33.4. In Rage, like I say, swapped cars. He was in the McLaren at the start of the season. And if you were checking the season out, you would have seen him spinning around doing backwards pirouettes and all sorts of things. Wasn't getting on with that car at all. So yeah, he's gone for the Honda. He's doing alright in that as well. He raced against him on Friday night in the GR4 class. Struggled, did win, but yeah, struggled. He's a quick guy, he's Valley of Rage, so Doherty, also a change of car tonight. So Luke was driving the Jaguar last week. So he decided to give him a go. So rear wheel in ninth, then 1:33.7. Baggy in 10th, 1:33.9. Fizz in 11th, 1:33.9 as well. Stewie Mac 1:35.3. Dory's on 1:35.4. Skippy 1:35.5 for Skippy. And Scooby just coming out of the pits, currently in 15th position. So just while we're halfway through this quali, let's just flip through to, where are they now? This man here, P1 Baggy, and this man here, Stewie Mac. So I myself race and commentate and do other things. I'm a member of all sorts of different sim racing groups, and the boys over at the Mature Racing Club, the guys who put on the BMW race previously, they've only just realised that Baggy and Stewie have been lumbered with the old Big C. So they only just found that out. They wanted to do something. So a few of the lads have got together. What we have done, Alex Deers, he's back. He's back. Lambo sounds sick. Wish I was there on track. Oh, where are you, Diz? Get your PlayStation or whatever it is back from your bum. Wherever the hell it is. Where they gone? So yeah, P1 Baggy and Stewie Mac. Unfortunately, both suffering with the old big C. So the MRC boys wanted to do a little bit of something for them. So one of the Dutch contenders, Peter Den Otter, has actually gone out of his way. He's picked up 2 kegs of Heineken and shipped them all the way from Holland over to these boys in the UK. And they received those yesterday. There's photos of them collecting or holding their beer, etc., etc. Also on the back of that, so the P1 Baggy and Stewie, just want to have a massive great shout out to the MRC boys for the thought and the effort gone into that. But what these boys don't know, and if they're listening, they will hear. If they're not listening, they'll have to wait till they listen later. What is actually happening next Saturday, or Saturday coming, the MRC boys are putting on some lobbies. It's going to be chaos, I think. It's going to be chaos. There's all sorts of races going on. It's going to be pretty much from about 8 o'clock in the evening till about midnight. We're racing the old minis, we're racing Raptors, we're racing everything. I think there's about 10 different classes, 12 different classes of race going on. Boys had a practice with some of the setups and stuff over the weekend. They said they had an absolute blast. So P1 Baggy and Stewie Mac next Saturday. Don't book anything in, because Saturday night we're having a race sesh. Alright? No messing about. It's for you as well, Stewie Mac. Stewie actually stops his chemo Friday and he said he's going to get on the beer Saturday, which is good. It's perfect timing, Stewie. Don't drink it all at once and then get on track. Oh no, in fact, drink it all at once and get on track. Sack it, why not? Right, so Saturday night next week, big load of racing coming on. I'm not sure whether I'm streaming or racing. I think the boys want me in the lobby racing, so we'll see what happens with that. We might get someone to record all the races and do post race or something like that. Someone else might pipe up and decide to do it. We'll see what happens. So 12.5 minutes into quali, Don Dotter still leading the way. He's gone quicker, 132.3. Ralcien Baba 132.3 as well, only 4,000th behind Don Dotter. Nothing in it between these top two at the minute. Half a second back then to Mocking Weeks in 3rd position. Looks like he has left the lobby and come back, but still holding that 3rd. P1 Big Baz in 4th. So hopefully P1 Big Baz can stay out of trouble in that Porsche this week. Does seem to find him for some reason. Reg GT in 5th in another Porsche. Just stick with Reg GT so we can have a damn good look at his bonnet. Now then, I think you've got away with it yet either. Blamo, P1 Skippy, also Kablumo. Can't see it from that angle, damn it. There you go, Blam. Another one. Tell your mates, tell your mum. What a G. He's got Jim Skids as well. So yes, let's run back through this grid order before I forget what I'm doing. Don Dotter leading the way, then that 132.3, Rowlin 2nd, Mocking Weeks in 3rd, P1 Big Baz 4th, Reg GT 5th, Rear Wheel 72 in 6th, Gamer Dan 7th, Valiant Rage in 8th in the Honda, Doherty in the Ferrari in 9th. Is it Ferrari or is it McLaren? I don't even know, can't tell. I don't think it's Ferrari, who knows what that is. P1 Baggy in 10th position, 133.9, Fizz Ruckus in 11th, 133.9 as well. Scooby 12th, managing to make up a position or two in that quali, 134.1. P1 Skippy, he's on a 134.4 in the Mitsubishi. Stewie Mac, he's on 134.8 on that lap 8. Dory down in 15th position in the Renault, 35.4. So 10 more seconds till the end of quali, and then we jump pretty much straight into the race. Not to go massively deep there. And here it is, the race has started. It hasn't actually started, you know. Yes, do give vote for driver of the day. They do get 2 extra points on the board. Yes, it is going to be a rolling start for this one by the look of it. Unfortunately, Luke Doherty's wheel is playing up, so if we do a grid start, it just leaves him on the grid, but a rolling start is fine with. If anyone knows what's going on with his Fanatec wheel, knows which bit to smash with a hammer, I'm sure he'll appreciate it. So yeah, rolling starts should make turn 1 a lot easier. So they're away. Dotter leading us down towards turn 1 then. Big snake of cars all trying to tuck into each other's slipstream as they head down this start-finish straight. Into Dalit corner, then awkward one. Can run it quite wide on the exit. Keeping it clean through there at the minute. Rolling start does help massively with that. So Brown holds on to second, then Lockett third, Valiant fourth, P1 Big Baz fifth, Reg GT sixth, Gamer in seventh, Rear Wheel in eighth, Luke Doherty ninth, Baggy in 10th, Fizz in 11th, Scooby in 12th, Stewie Mac 13th, P1 Skippy 14th, Dory 15th. Scooby trying to make his way past Fizz in front. Down towards this awkward latter section of the track. Easy to run it wide through these turns. Stick a wheel on that AstroTurf and you can go spinning round. Not a row. Keeps it clean through there. P1 Big Baz has run himself a little bit wide. He's back on track though. Under pressure for that 5th position from Reg GT though, and Gamer Dad. Big Baz just clattering a bit of Reg GT off track. Relinquish the place back though. Unfortunately, that's just allowed Gamer Dad through as well. Rear Wheel's going for a move down the inside as well, so a bit of time there. P1 Big Baz just allowing Reg GT back on. Now we've got Luke Doherty going for a move down the inside as well. Not quite able to get it done through there. So Gamer Dad now on top through that little fight. Oh, P1 Big Baz. I didn't see what happened to him, but has he gone? I didn't see what happened to P1 Big Baz. It looked like he torpedoed off track, now down in 15th place. Rousey and Baba, though, while we've been chatting, has managed to get past Don Dotter for that P1 position. Keep this quick. Fighting to stay with Rowell at the minute, under a bit of pressure from Rocking Weeks. Rallying Rage sticking with this bunch at the minute, top 4 making a bit of a break, 2.3 seconds over Gamer Dad, holding a bit of a penalty though, Gamer Dad 0.4 of a second. So through these tight turns, Reg GT in 6th then, Rear Wheel 7th. Interesting to find out what happened to P1 Big Baz. Doherty still holding on to 8th, Waggy 9th, he's making a good position. That's off to Big Baz went firing it off track. Fitzrooker's 10th then, Scooby 11th, P1 Skippy in 12th, Stewie Mac 13th, Dory 14th. Big Baz now 8.9 seconds back. A lot of work to do for Big Baz. We are only 3.5 minutes into this race, so keep an eye on him. Out to the front then, Rousey and Baba got half a second lead over Don. Just looking forward more time over 5th position. Reg GT, who's managed to get himself past Gamer Dad now. Bush versus Beetle. Gamer Dad's still holding a little tiny bit of penalty he's got to get rid of. Wheel on the back of this fight though, 7th position at the minute. Looking stable in this car last week. Doherty Wales got everything he can, trying to close in this fight in front as well. slowly closing in. Not quite able to get it done before the end of this straight, although closing in faster now. Goes to the move down the inside. So Maggie gives him plenty of space, a little bit too much space if anything, allows Fizz through, take that 9th position. A little bit too courteous of Baggy Snails there. Just shut the door on him pretty damn hard the second I knew he was behind me. So he has to hold on to 10th at the minute. So Scooby only 1.2 seconds back as well. Stu now holding a little bit of a penalty as well in 12th position. He's got Skippy not that far back, only 1.6 seconds. Dory only half a second back as well. Big Baz now 4.4 seconds. Keeping an eye on Big Baz. So Don Dotter managing to stay on the coattails of Raoul at the minute. He's picked up himself a little bit of a penalty. He's also got 1.2 seconds to the drivers in front. A bit of a gap to Valiant Rage behind though. Tiny bit of breathing room for him. So Gamer Dad back past Reg GT then. Can Gamer Dad fend the Porsche off down the start finish straight? So Reg GT mighty quick now here with the Porsche. Don Dotter though has managed to get past Raoul down that start finish straight and takes P1. Raoul drifting that Lamborghini through there. On board with a bit of Don Dotter as he's got Raoul CM Baba trying to chase him down. He's just in the background as well. About a second back. Raoul closing in through this 90-degree right. So into this tight section. Raoul needs to stay with Don as they head through here. Stick with him onto this start finish straight and go for a move. Dory's left the room, that's a shame. So around this last turn then, Raoul CM Baba not quite as close as he'd like to be. Don Dotter getting a good drive out of that last turn. Raoul CM Baba will get a toe down here, but again maybe not enough to make a move into the first turn, although closing in slowly now. Does he go for a late lunge? No, does he? No, tucks himself back into the slipstream of Don in P1. So as we head through the Coca-Cola corner then into T4, there's 100R. Through T5 heading down towards the hairpin. Raoul CM Baba bolting onto the back end of Don Dotter as they head through here. Don's gone a little bit wide. It's going to slow him down a little bit. Raoul may be able to get a move down as they head down towards the chicane, which is missing. Through 300R then down towards Dunlop corner. Through there nice and fast for Don. Raoul not managing to close up enough down there. Is only 1.4 seconds back. He's dropped a bit of his penalty as well. Valiant Rage now 3.2 seconds back. Dory's joined the move again, so it looks like Dory's having internet issues. Hopefully he can stick around for race 2. So Valiant in 4th then. So he's now coming under increased pressure from Reg GT, Gamer Dad and Rear Wheel for that position. Start finish straight then, not a lot in it between those four. So still in 8th, a little bit far back from Rear Wheel now. Fizz Rooker slowly closing on him. Baggy Snails also closing in on Fizz. They're not close enough down here for Baggy, I don't think. So Scooby now 1.9 seconds back, 2 seconds almost. P1 Big Baz has made a place up into 12th, sorry, 2 places up into 12th. Stewie Mack then running himself wide through turn 1. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Easily done. Oh, just trying to get the power on a little bit too early there, Stewie. Jumped across the other side of the track. So P1 Skippy sneaking through there as well. Stewie Mack now at the back of the pack. So halfway through this race. Still everything to play for. Don still leading the way. Raoul having to sit in second. Dory's left the room again. So cleaner through that turn that time for Don. So he's got 0.8 of a second on Raoul as they head down here. Again, that gap will come down to the slipstream, but it's still quite a big gap between Don and Raoul at the minute. So Raoul nowhere near as close this lap as he was last lap. So Don just needs to think about doing whatever he's doing, just pull those little tenths here and there, try and extend that gap from Raoul behind him. Coming down now though, the time. Both these drivers are extended from 3rd place, Mocky Weeks still holding his penalty as well. Another Honda driver. Valiant Rage being caught by Reg GT, only 0.3 of a second between these 2 drivers now. Gamer Dad unfortunately is 1.5 seconds back from that fight. He's coming in under pressure from rear wheel. So he's picked up a chunk of penalty. He's now coming under pressure from Fizz and Baggy as well, so he's going to drop that penalty pretty quick. You can see Fizz closing in, pulling Baggy with him. Scooby losing a bit more time then, 2.6 seconds back. P1 Big Baz 12th, 8.6 back, just over 7.5 minutes on the clock. A lot of work to do for P1 Big Baz. 13th is P1 Skippy. And Stewie Mack. We just saw him run himself wide in turn 1. Sat himself at the back of the pack. Dory's in and out of this room like you wouldn't believe. So Don Dotter still managing to fend off Raoul CM Baba at the minute. Not for long though. Raoul is literally pushing him down the track right about now. Just make a move into the Coca-Cola corner. Yes, cliche, I got rid of the glitch. Can't quite remember how I did it, but I got rid of it. I think I had 2 lots of audio running and it was interfering with itself. That came out wrong, didn't it? No matter how I say that, it's going to sound bad. They're interfering with each other. It sounds bad. But Don still manages to fend off Raoul then. 6.5 minutes remaining. Can Don Dotter do it? Is Raoul just sitting himself in a position of attack? Lost to 3rd place, Mocky Weeks 3.3 seconds back, just about dropped his penalty, there he goes. So he can now concentrate on slowly closing in on these in front if he can stick with them. So Reg GT then, just stuck in 2 wheels on the grass. So that Gamer Dad to sneak through up into 4th then, Reg GT 5th, Valiant Rage 6th now. Rear wheel in 7th, closing in down the start there straight. Toyota, as I say, looking very stable last week. Drivers shifting all over the place, trying to gain advantage through there. Reg GT goes for a move down the inside of Gamer Dad. Again, a lot of space given there between Gamer Dad and Reg GT. Gamer Dad's still got the inside line into this next turn though. Able to run it side by side through there for Reg GT. So backs off, sticks himself back in 5th. And has to wait for another attempt. Valiant Rage then got a little bit of a penalty to lose himself. Got rear wheel again, almost pushing him round. here brewing for 4th position. Good battle up front. Rouse has made a move past Don Dotter. I missed that, sorry boys. So do we see Rouse start to try and make a break? Can Don Dotter stick with him? So they are back onto this start-finish straight. Don getting a great exit. To get past him, closing in massively then. Down here, goes for a little bit of a move down the inside. Should have that position done nicely. So through there then, puts himself a little bit wide, gives Rowell a quick look back, but he will have the inside line through the Coca-Cola corner. Again, side by side down here. So Rowell does sneak through then. I think Don Dotter was going to relinquish that quite so easy. Has to slot back into 2nd position. So he's got to wait another lap to have another go. Very tight round here. This will be the only next chance. Now getting a good drive out of the hairpin. So to Mocking Weeks then, 3rd position. 4 seconds back, lost a bit more time. He's got a 4-second gap back to 4th place Reg GT, so a bit of breathing room, 3 minutes remaining. Still a good fight kicking off here though for 4th. Game of Dad involved in that. Valiant Rage, rear wheel still there. Doherty now 6 seconds back. Loads of pressure from Fizz and Baggy. Scooby 4.9 back. A little bit of a race of his own at the minute, Scooby. He's got to be careful of P1 Big Baz though, closing up behind him. So we've got 4.5 at the minute. See what that's like at the end of this start-finish straight. Yeah, he's just got it down to 4 seconds. So 9 for Big Baz. Slowly chipping their way at Scooby's time in front. And Stewie Mac, oh, just about getting the last turn right. Getting past P1 Skippy as well for that 13th. So the 2 Australians kicking it off then at the back. So Don Dotter and Rowell then again bolted to each other around here. So 2 minutes left on the clock. Next lap will become the last lap, I would have thought. Aiden. Yeah, I think it could be a slipstream battle down this start-finish straight if Don Dotter can stick with Rowell. Just get in front down here. This will be, we'll get one more lap in, but Rowell's getting a good drive out of that last turn. Don Dotter's half a second back. Can Don do it? He's too far back at the minute. It's going to be an absolute late dive if he does. Rowell's gone defensive. He's knows what Don Dotter's up to. Side by side through turn 1 then. Can Don Dotter cut back? No, he can't. Rousey and Baba sticks it out in P1 at the minute. Don's just had to tuck himself back in the slipstream. Can he get a nose in front through the Coca-Cola corner? He can't. So Rowell holds on to that P1 position again. Don's run himself a little bit wide. 45 seconds remaining. Don doing everything he can, exploring those track limits. Got to be careful, Don. You go too tight around those corners, you're going to spin off track. Rowell holding out at the minute, still got half a second. So Don Dotter literally needs to be pushing Rowell around the last turn to make any kind of break for that line. Losing a bit of time, or gaining it back through there though, Don. So this is it. It's going to be absolute drag to the finish line here. Dotter literally pushing Raoul. He's in a really good position. Whether he can get this done, don't think he's going to. Raoul's going to hold on to it. It's going to be a great move by Don if he does. Unfortunately not. 600s between them. Raoul taking the win then. Don Dotter second. Wacky Weeks coming home in third. 5 seconds back. Edge GT fourth. Spinning around left, right, and centre. That's good to see. Gamer Dad fifth. Valium Rage 6th, Rear Wheel 72 in 7th, Luke in 8th, P1 Baggy in 9th. Then at the end of that race, managed to get past Fizz Ruckus, Fizz in 10th, Scooby, sorry I'm missing all the handbrakes and the spinning round, Scooby in 11th, P1 Big Baz in 12th, Skippy then just coming down, managing to get past Stewie Mac at the end of that race. Fizz Ruckus Varik. I'm sure that must be fast. So Skippy taking 13th then, and Stewie Mac attempting a handbrake, and I think just ploughing it into the wall for 14th. But stick around, we've got race 2 coming up. Reverse grid of race 1. Rolling start again, just to try and help Luke Doherty out. His wheel doesn't like grid starts for some reason. Decide to throw him in the wall or leave him on the track. Yeah, really close racing there between Rouse, Baba and Don Dotter. That's a really good fight for 4th position as well. Between Reg GT, Gamer Dad, Valiant Rage, and who is the 4th one? Come on, where's he gone? Rear wheel, that's him. I knew there was one more. So yeah, stick around. We've got race 2 coming up. It'll be about a 5-minute, maybe a 10-minute break. Another 20-minute reverse grid as well. I will chat about what's coming up against Saturday. So again, the MRC boys have got together, sent Stewie Mac and Baggy Snails, or P1RC Baggy, a keg of beer via Peter Den Otter from Holland. He sent those over, and we're getting together on Saturday, so don't book anything in Saturday night, boys. We're going to open up some lobbies and have some crazy racing, all get on the chat, that kind of thing, and have some nuttiness. So yeah, like I say, I'm not too sure whether that's being streamed, commentated on, or anything like that, or whether it's just a sort of private affair. I'm sure there might be streams running. Whether I'm running one, I don't know. Yeah, all seems quite happy in the chat. That's good. So nothing as to when the next race starts. I would have thought it's probably 21:45. Yeah, good racing in the GR3s from the P1 boys. So reverse grid for race 2. That puts Stewie Mac at the front with P1 Skippy. Like I say, it will be a rolling start, so it shouldn't, I'm crossing my fingers here, people, you can't see it, but it shouldn't be chaos into turn 1. But don't quote me on that, because it could not only be chaos, it could be mayhem too. So yeah, managed to sort out my glitching. I did a stream earlier with the BMW boys. For some reason, it was picking up 2 lots of sound and interfering with themselves. So I figured that out, I think. At least you managed to start the race. There you go, Luke. Let's hope they remember to do a rolling start for race 2, eh? Just chuck that in the chat, won't you? Otherwise they'll forget. I'm sure the lobby's already set up with a rolling start. But no harm in asking. Last thing you want to be doing is being left on the line. Sorry, just looking through the chat from the earlier race I did. So, have we been shouted at what time we start? No, not yet. Luke Doherty has disappeared. Well, he's disappeared from the PlayStation chat and turned up in the YouTube chat. Your computer and your PlayStation aren't that far apart, are they, Luke? I had to like get up from your rig to go and tap away on the YouTube chat. So, Zilver D, if you're still listening, whereabouts are you from? That strange alien language. I had aliens in my lobby the other night. I'll put links in the description to the P1 Race Community Facebook page if anyone fancies getting involved. Go check them out. Hit up Baggy Snails or Steve Morrell. Morrell. I don't know how you say it. And he'll see if he can sort you out. So I've got Twitter and Discord links as well. I'm going to chuck up. I am going to post some pictures up on the Twitter and the Discord of the P1 boys with their kegs of beer. This will be an interesting read. So Reg GT just asking what happened to Big Baz. I think that's in relation to when he went torpedoing off the track in the background. See what P1 Big Baz has got to say about that. Hopefully he keeps it reasonably clean. Oh, we got punted. Fortunately, if you hit that AstroTurf, the brakes don't work, the steering doesn't work, the accelerator doesn't work, you're pretty much a passenger. So yeah, I did say at the start, trouble always does seem to find P1 Big Baz. He's quick. He's clean as well. You saw he got into a bit of a clatter with Reg GT, ran him a little bit wide, but then dropped off the racing line, slowed down and gave him that position back. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for P1 Big Baz. See how he gets on in race 2. Ah yeah, Reg GT just saying he's a crash magnet. That's pretty much what I've just said. So yeah, a couple more minutes and we'll jump into race 2. We have a swallow of brown fizzy pop. Like a bit of brown fizzy pop. 2 minutes. Rightio. So I can just chuck the scores back up for a second while we're waiting. Where have they gone now? Come on, come back. Here they are. I just cut out the race stream sound, unfortunately, but that's not too bad. So yeah, Don Dotter taking second place in that. Good points on the board. It'll help Rowell out coming in first though. Mocking Weeks taking third place in that race. Also good points on the board. P1 Big Baz, unfortunately, from Group B, struggling a little bit in that race. Gamer Dad doing alright. Rear Wheel not doing too bad. Baggy struggling. Dory, unfortunately, left the room. Has he managed to come back? I can't see him. No, I don't think he has. No Dory, unfortunately. Just struggle with his internet connection. Yeah, so Dory out of this race. Then Fizruckus leading the way in Group C. Again, just losing out at the end of that race to Baggy, getting that position snuck off him. Scoopy coming in 12th, I think, or 13th in that race, I think. No, sorry. No, 11th. I came in front of P1 Big Baz. Stewie Mac at the back of the pack. Valium Rage. Where did you come, Valium? 6th, 7th? I forget. P1 Skippy just managing to pip Stewie at the end of that one. That doesn't help me, Zilver. Zilver D, I was asking where you were from. And if Svelkinu is where you're from, I don't know where that is. Right, so looks like everyone's getting themselves on track. Just about to start race 2. See if P1 Big Baz can stay out of trouble. Right, that's it. The race has been started. So you might see burnouts and donuts and stuff. It does seem to happen. Here we go. Let's hope they've remembered a rolling start. Or otherwise, poor old Luke Doherty. Yeah, rolling start. You can tell just by how spaced out they are on the grid. So P1 Skippy's going to lead the way then. Stewie Mac in the second position. P1 Big Baz after that unfortunate first race in third. But if you can get past these two, 7th, there you go, Michael. If you can get past these two, you should be on for a bit of a break. I'm not too sure why Mocking Weeks is in 4th. No, he's not. Okay, go for a restart. Looks like we've had some issues. Yeah. Yeah, I wondered that. Mocking Weeks was third in the last race. He should be near the back. Why he was in 4th position, who knows? So Valium, if you're listening to this, which you obviously are, drive like you drove on Friday, donut. Here he is. Oh, you're loud in the pits. Oh, it's Bella. So wait for everyone to get out on track. We'll try that again. I think we've got everyone in the room. P1 Baggy. A little bit late to be saying good evening, mate. Been here an hour, 50 minutes. Raul, the German, has got to translate the grid from race 1. First of all, he's got to translate it from English into German, and then he has to translate it from German into binary, because he's a robot. P1 Big Baz just having a word with himself in the corner before race 2 starts. Stay out of trouble, just stay out of trouble, god damn it. Why? Yeah, it's unfortunate for P1 Big Baz, like I say, he just seems to get inveigled in someone else's off-track action or an incident somewhere. If someone spins off track, he always ends up getting clattered as they sort of spin round or spin back on track. Liveries the boys are rocking. I'll show you what your car is. 1 second. What are you driving, Luke Doherty? Oh, it is a McLaren F1 GTR. Sounded like a Ferrari. Right, let's try that again then. Race 2, reverse grid from previous results. Out of the better. Not in my ears, it's not. Diz. Right, let's have a quick look here then, see if we've got grid order in the right places. It's looking like it so far. Yes. So we're in then. Rolling start for race 2. Let's see if P1 Big Baz can make the most of this. Get past these two in front. So we'll go on board with Stewie Mack as we head down this start-finish straight then. Everyone tucking into each other's slipstream to try and gain as much of a tow as possible. Hard on the brakes into turn 1 then. Stewie Mack just running himself a bit wide. That allows P1 Skippy to close up. P1 Big Baz is stuck up to the back end of Skippy as well. Looks like he might be making a move into the Coca-Cola corner for P1 Big Baz. He does. Outbrakes Skippy through there. Now he's got Stewie Mack to close up on. Looks like there might have been a bit of chaos behind. There's big gaps developing already. Still everyone's reasonably close. A little bit of contact. That's exactly what I'm talking about. P1 Big Baz just getting clattered there by P1 Skippy. Oh, nobody knows what to do. Oh, it's terrible. P1 Big Baz at the back of the pack again. Unfortunately, Skippy's just going to throw himself over, give that place back. Unfortunately, that's wrecked both their races. So that just gives Stewie Mack some breathing room. He's now got 1.8 seconds over Scooby in second place. Backing up into third then. Fitzrucker's fourth, rear wheel in fifth. Oh, let me go to rear wheel in fifth. More. Luke Doherty sneaking down the inside, then taking that position. That's just allowed Reg GT to come through as well. Right, Valiant Rage up into 7th, then rear wheel 8th. So losing 3 positions there for rear wheel. Now coming under pressure from Rocky Weeks and Don Dotter behind. Game of Dad and Rousey and Baba side by side as they head down into this first turn as well. Just go back up to the front of this little fight. So Stewie Mack has been closed down then. Scooby only half a second back. Closing in on Stewie Mack in front. Third place Baggy only 1.1 back. Closing in as well. Pulling Fitzruckers with him. There's a bit of a gap back to 5th place Reg GT, but we know he's quick in that Porsche. Look, he's got a melee of drivers behind him. We've got Luke Doherty Wales, we've got Don Dotter, we've got Valiant Rage just running a bit wide. So Luke Doherty missing out on that one then. He's losing all the positions now, down in 12th. then. So HGT, Don Dotter, Mocking Weeks, Rao CM Baba, Valley of Rage, a little bit of contact, and Gamer Dad as well. Valiant's just been himself a bit wide there, pushes himself down to 12th. P1 Big Baz then, 13th place, 7 seconds or 6.5 back from Valiant Rage. Now if he can close up on them, he should be able to benefit from the slipstream and slowly catch up to the drivers in front. Luckily it is one he got clattered on, so still plenty of time to try and make this work for him. Skippy 5.7 back, a long way down. Scooby takes the lead then. Stewie Max second, Fizz Ruckus third, getting past what's happened to Baggy. Baggy Snails now getting swamped by these faster drivers from race 1. Fizz Ruckus holding on to third at the minute. GT 4, Don in 5th, Baggy in 6th, Mocking Week 7th, Wow in 8th, Gamer Dad now 9th, Rear Wheel in 9th, Gamer Dad 10th, in 11th, Valiant 12th, P1 Big Baz 6.1 back. So again, we'll keep an eye on P1 Big Baz, see how he gets on in this race. Yeah, that's 2 races in a row he's been caught out. So P1 Skippy losing a bit of time to P1 Big Baz as well. So Scooby holds the lead. Fizz Ruckus has got past Stewie now. Stewie in 3rd. Drifting that Aston. Reg GT closing in on that trio in front, dragging Don Dotter with him. Baggy Snails pushed down into 6th. Manages to fend off Mocking Weeks behind though. He's got to be careful of Rear Wheel. Rear Wheel's got to be careful of Raoul. Raoul's got to be careful of Gamer. Gamer's got to be careful of Luke. So you can see they're all trying to cover each other off as they head down here. Taking different lines into turn 1. Mocking Weeks out the front of this little pack at the minute. Rear Wheel going for a little bit of a move, not quite able to get that done. But has got himself past Gamer Dad. Pressure for that 8th position from, Rear Wheel coming under pressure from Raoul for that 8th position. So back up to the front, Scooby still leading, Fizz Ruckus second, Don now up into 3rd, Reg GT 4th, Stewie Mac pushed down into 5th, Reg's gone a bit wide through there. Baggy Snails now looking to make a move on Stewie as well. Stewie's still holding a bit of a penalty. Managing to fend off Baggy Snails at the minute for that 5th position. Weeks now 7th, still being hounded by Rear Wheel 72 and Rao CM Baba for that position. Gamer Dad still in this fight in 10th, Doherty 11th. Valiant Rage lost a bit more time now. He's got a big chunk of penalty as well, 1.4 seconds. P1 Big Baz unfortunately not able to close up yet, 6 seconds down. To do for Big Baz. Hopefully the drivers up front start battling a little bit. Skipping out 9.6 seconds back. So we were saying in the chat earlier, he didn't think this car was going to do very well at Fuji. He could be right. So Don's got up into 2nd position then, past Fizz Ruckus. Still holding out in that P1 though, he's holding a chunk of penalty that he's got to lose. And he's coming under increased pressure for that position now as well. Don Dotter right on him as they head down this back straight towards Dunlop. Can't Don get it done down here, only 0.2 of a second between them. No late dive from the Don Dotter. Mocking Weeks in the background running wide, kept it on track though. Pressure from Raoul behind, a little bit of contact between those 2 drivers. Raoul just clipped the rear end of Mocking Weeks, loosened the back end of that car. Now he's got pressure from Baggy Snails for that 6th position. Baggy going for a move down the inside. I think Mockin will have the better drive for the corner. That puts him under all sorts of pressure down this start-finish straight. P1 Baggy might have a move, Game and Dad might have a move. So we're on board with Mockin, looking back at Baggy. Does he go for a move? He chucks himself out. No, he doesn't. He backs off a little bit. Game and Dad's going for a little bit of a move though, but Baggy just pulls out to fend him off. Runs himself a bit wide though. Game and Dad goes down the inside. Baggy will have the inside line into the next turn. Stewie Mac's off track again. Looks like he's done the same thing. Put 2 wheels on the AstroTurf. So Baggy through then holds on to that 7th. Shoot himself a bit wide, slowed him down a little bit. Has picked up a penalty for his trouble, running a bit wide through that turn as well. Into the hairpin, nicely through there. P1 Baggy still managing to fend off Game and Dad in the background. Doherty's closing in on that fight though. This is just allowing Mockin Weeks to disappear down the road. He's got 1.2 seconds gap to these drivers behind, 1.3 to the drivers in front. So let's flick through the pack then. Don Dotter out front now, getting past Scooby. Change camera, damn it, that's the wrong one. Scooby in 2nd, being hounded by Reg GT for that place though. Porsche versus Porsche. We've got Fizz in 4th in another Porsche, being pressured by Rousey and Badbar as they come around this last turn. Wheats in 6th then. A bit loose on the tail end of that Honda. Baggy in 7th, Game and Dad 8th. In 9th, rear wheel 10th, Valiant Rage 11th, closing in on rear wheel as well down here. I think he's close enough. Mac then in 12th. Was leading this race. So P1 Big Baz 5 seconds back from Stewie Mac, so he's gained a 2nd. And he's still not that far in front of Stewie Mac. So he's got gap down to 3.7 then, Big Baz. So he's on a push halfway through this race. Again, just getting caught up in someone else's issues. Old Big Baz. Skipping out 12.2 seconds back, still holding Chuck's a penalty as well. So Don Dotter out front then, 1.2 seconds over Reg GT. Rousey and Babbers managed to sneak through into 3rd as well then. So he's got past Fizz. Fizz holding a bit of penalty. Time to round as well now. So Mockin Weeks only a 2nd back. Keep an eye on Mockin, see whether he closes in on Fizz Lucas. He's going to lose that penalty. Game and Dad then looking to make a move. Baggy Snails run himself massively deep through there, trying to defend that position. Now down in 10th place for Baggy. Into 6th then through Baggy's mistake. Luke Doherty getting through there as well. Rear wheel, Valiant Rage. Poor Baggy Snails now down in 10th position after that mistake. Scooby in 11th, only 1.8 seconds back. Stewie Mac only a 2nd back from Scooby. P1 Big Baz unfortunately losing time, 5.4 seconds back now. Skippy 9 seconds. So Reg GT's managed to hang on to Don Dotter, not let him sneak off yet. Rousey and Babbers only 1.2 seconds back as well. So they've got about 7.5 minutes remaining. The top drivers from race 1 have got their way through the pack. Free to battle it out in front. Still holds point 8 seconds, sticks makes it a fastest, no, it doesn't, fastest sector. As GT is holding fastest lap, 132.6. I say Don's is a 132.8 now, I don't know. There you go. So he's managed to keep that second gap over Reg GT. Reg GT is managing to keep that gap from Raul as well. Weeks is only 2 seconds back, managing to get past Fizz Ruckers. Pushing Fizz Ruckers down into 5th now. Getting him down 2 seconds back. Luke Doherty only 1.2 back. Rear wheel 0.7 back from Luke. Still got Valiant Rage only half a second back, still holding a bit of a penalty. Baggy Snails 10th, slowly closing back up on Valiant Rage as well. Time up over Scooby, 1.8 seconds. Still now 4.2 seconds back in 12th. Big Baz is only 1.8 back from Stewie. So there's a position to be made at least. 6 minutes left on the clock. Let's just see what sort of gains this Big Baz makes on Stewie Mac around these tight turns. Taking it from 1.6 down to 0.8, 0.9. He's back up to a second, but he will get the toe down the start-finish straight. He's had a good exit as well. He's closing in on Stewie Mac pretty quickly. Maybe not close enough to make a lunge into the first turn, we'll see. Does show his nose. Out of that one, holds on to 13th. Now in a good position, he's right on Stewie's tail. He'll get a bit of a toe down these straights. Skipping out 12.8 back in 14th. He's sticking it out though. There you go, that AstroTurf just loosens the grip. Can send you sideways. 14th for P1 Skippy as it stands. Don still out front then. Reg GT only half a second back. Managed to pull a little bit of a gap over Raul, 1.5 seconds between these two. Reg GT drifting his Porsche through there won't help. Just allowed Raul to close up a little bit. These top three making over a second more over 4th place Mocky Weeks. 3 seconds to try and catch up with Raul in front. He's made a little bit more of a break over Fizz Ruckers, 1.4 seconds that gap. Again, Dad's in a good position to take that position off of Fizz though. Closing in on Fizz down this start-finish straight. Volkswagen, very stable car as well. It's quite popular in some of these boys' races. So rear wheel coming under all sorts of pressure from Valiant Rage then down that start-finish straight. So it's the two Japanese now fighting it out. Toyota versus Honda. Honda winning out at the minute. Valiant Rage still got a bit of a penalty to lose. It's up to Luke Doherty, he's now down in 10th position. Couple of increased pressure from Baggy. P1 Big Baz though is right on his tail, 1.7 back, keeping on track. Big Baz. So he's past Stewie. He's got 1.6 to try and make up on Baggy. He's got 2.5 minutes remaining, just over. So, while we've been chatting, Reg GT's making a move on Don Dotter for that first position. Don Dotter's just got his nose back in front though. See that Porsche swerving, under braking. So Don Dotter holds P1, Reg GT P2, Raul in P3. So 4.8 then back to Mocking Weeks, who's coming under a bit of pressure from Gamer Dad and Fizz Ruckus. So will we see a position change before the end of this race? Raoul's looking dangerous. Reg GT's having to go a little bit defensive to fend off the attacks from Raoul. He's got to be mindful he doesn't lose too much time to Don in front. So having to go defensive from Raoul's possible manoeuvres. So it's a really good racing between these top three. Bumper to bumper stuff around these tight turns. Nothing in it between the top three, just 0.6 of a second. I think three keeping it clean through these tight ones. Through this final turn, then picking up a bit of a penalty for his trouble, Don Dotter. Oh, he's had that for a lap. But he holds P1 at the minute. Reg GT only 0.2 of a second back. Will Reg GT be able to get this position made? Closing in. I don't think Raoul's in a position to get this one done. So Reg GT then goes for a move on Don, side by side into turn one. Doesn't want to run it too deep, doesn't want to allow Don to get the cut back on him either. So Reg up into P1 then, 50 seconds left on the clock. He's just got to fend these two off for this one lap. And he'll take the win. Got Raoul putting all the pressure on Don Dotter now. Don's still got to lose that penalty. So Raoul going for a move down the inside of Don there and through the hairpin. Side by side with Don as they head down towards Dunlop. Looks like Raoul's got his nose in front. No, Dunlop comes straight back at him, takes that position back. Thank you very much, Raoul. Now does Raoul go for a move down into Dunlop? No, he doesn't. Reg GT then holds onto P1 at the minute. Just the tight turns to go. Very difficult to overtake through here. 0.6 of a second gap as well between Reg GT and Don. It's come down now, 0.4 of a second, but Reg GT looking good at the minute, run himself a bit wide through there. So just this last turn to do, can he make it clean through here? He does, but Don gets a good toe out. Reg GT tries to drop the toe, he's done it. Don Dotter's closing in on him though. Does he get another last? He doesn't, unfortunately. Nice handbrake from Raoul though, so Reg GT takes the win, Don Dotter in second, Raoul in third, Mocking in fourth, Fizz in fifth, Gamer Dad sixth, Rear Wheel seventh, Valium in eighth, Scooby in ninth, just Luke Dockerton 10th, P1 Big Baz 11th, Baggy Snails in 12th, Stewie Mac 13th, and P1 Skippy in 14th. Too far back at the end of that race for P1 Skippy after all. Yep, another good round. A little bit bumpy and bargy, as to be expected when the winners from race one are trying to fight their way through the pack. Unfortunately, P1 Big Baz getting caught up in that again. So I'm not sure who punted him. But yeah, some good racing nonetheless. So, round 9, we've got 2 rounds left. So that's obviously next week and the week after. I am actually back tomorrow night, 8:30, for Next Gen Racing's Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Come and check that out, that's always good fun. 2 lobbies in that one, Pro and Pro-Ams. Pro's running 220 brake, Pro-Ams running 150. And then Tuesday night, 8:30, we're back for the Mini Challenge UK. So that's real world mini drivers versus the Chewit Racing, some of the Chewit Racing sim racers. So come check that out on Tuesday, 8:30. Wednesday, 8:30 again for Next Gen Racing's Team versus Team event. That's GR3 class, very similar or exactly the same as the cars you've seen here tonight. But slightly different setup, it's fuel and tyre wear, a lot of strategy involved. No problem, boys, just giving me a few shouts on the old PlayStation chat, no problem. So yeah, a lot of strategy involved in Wednesday night's races. Nothing Thursday. I am actually racing Friday, but I don't stream that. And then Saturday night, it's the big one that the MRC boys have put on for the P1 Baggy Snails and Rousey and Baba. What am I talking about? Not you, you bionic maniac. Stewie Mac and Baggy. So yeah, Stewie Mac and Baggy, they've had beer sent to them. They're getting a whole set of lobbies opened at the weekend for some chaos and mayhem. Like I say, we've got Raptors, we've got 60s minis with Slipstream on strong, we've got Raptors with tyre wear at times 50. It's yeah, it's going to be good fun. So don't book anything in your calendars then, boys, because it's going to be chaos. But it should be good fun. And then back Sunday for the BMWs at 7:30, final round of that. And then we're back again straight after that, 9 o'clock for P1 boys again. So that's what's coming up on my diary. That's about it from me. I don't think I need to chat about anything else. Just another shout out to the MRC boys for all the work they're doing for Baggy and Stewie, and you know, sending the beer over. Big shout out to Peter Denotter for that. Like I say, sent it all the way from Holland. What a star! I did send him some stickers though from here to Holland, so you know, he should pay the favour. How's the Porsche won that? No problem, Aidan. No problem at all. The Porsche won that by being driven well, Aaron. Right. That's how that won that. Anyway, that's about it from me. So you know what's coming up over the next week. Yeah, tell your mates, tell your mum. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.